Hey, how you guys doing? This is Kendrick again. I'm doing a recap of my last show, which I gave my opinion on how I feel about the youth in today's society and moving forward into the future. If you haven't seen it, you can go to my Twitter page or you can go to my Facebook page, which is listed right below, and definitely watch it. If you have any views or anything, if you want to share anything on this topic, you more than likely you can. Now, I really would appreciate it. Now, it's a couple of things that I need to clarify and add, where I was talking about our youth. What do I really mean about our youth? Who am I talking about? Because there's many different ethnic groups out there now. You got the Caucasian, the Hispanic, you got the Arab, Indian, African American. That are all troubled. But in my opinion, I'm talking about the most troubled, which is African Americans. And that's where my whole view of reiterating what I'm saying in the last topic, I'm going to talk about it on this one. Now, the question is there a solution or any way we could fix what's going on with the African American youth in today's society and going forward? Now, in my opinion, the fathers need to step up. I mean, really need to step up and indulge themselves into the lives of their children. Meaning, it's not just being seen. It's about being felt. Taking the kids to school, taking pride in helping them with their weaknesses, especially like helping them with their homework, volunteering at their schools, pushing them into activities, finding out what they like the most, and you applaud their efforts and keep them motivated to continue in the activities that they love to do, whether it's art, whether it's dancing, cheerleading, basketball, football, baseball, whatever it is. You as the father need to be there to make your presence felt and not just seen. If fathers make that effort to do all the things that I'm pretty much saying, they will not only gain the trust of the children, they will gain their respect. And with that respect, it solidifies your parenting as a positive influence in that child's life. Because if you look at the youth in today's society, they look at the parents as, high disciplinarians and don't really care about what's going on in their life. They just want to run their lives. But with us being there, yes, I'm including myself because I am a man and I do have a child. But us being there, we will gain their trust along with their respect, so they won't look at us like, okay, he just trying to run my life, tell me what to do. But one thing you don't want to do is become their friend. That's one thing a father don't want to do, is become the friend. Because that's when you'll also lose respect trying to mix being a father and a friend in one instance. And yes, we do really need to step up, because they are going to be lost, in my opinion. But until we can get fathers to step up and take care of their children, not just taking care of them where you see them maybe 2 or 3 times out the week, probably give them something to eat, some shoes and stuff like that. That's not really being there for them. But until that happens, we need a lot of non-for-profit organizations. Because if you look at the African American youth that are on the verge of being lost, it's mainly in the low income area where they can't really afford to pay for activities outside of the school, where certain schools still do activities where they have basketball, football, baseball, art, or whatever, and they'd probably do those for free. But outside of that, it all costs. And dealing with a lot of low income families, they don't really have the money for it. And when I say non-for-profit organizations, not organizations for athletic purposes, because not everybody can play basketball, not everybody can play football, baseball, not everybody can do that. We got a lot of kids that are multi-talented in other things, like art, like, cheerleading, dance, band, musical instruments, saxophone, piano, ballet, tap dance. When you look at like skills like those, they have to go to one of these hierarchy places where you don't spend a lot of money that low income parents cannot afford. And if we can get some people to come together to go into these low income communities and build these bonds with the low income children and teach them how to do some of these things non-for-profit wise or voluntarily wise, that would also help the community in ways we can't even imagine, because it'll give the children hope that they can do something like that. They give them something to really look at instead of, whoa, what I'm going to do today when I get out of school? Nothing. Watch BET. Or he'd be on the phone all day, running up all my anytime minutes. Or just sitting around doing nothing. It'll give them something to do. Like back when I was young, it wasn't very long ago. I'm only 22. We used to go to the park district a lot, and they always had this field house. And at the field house, they had so many activities that we can do. They taught me how to play. I found out how to play chess, checkers, ping pong, a lot of stuff there. They used to have dance groups there, teaching the kids how to dance, choreography. They used to have little touch football and, teach the kids how to write cursive, how to speak proper vocabulary. And they also used to help children with their homework. Where, if you live in a lot of low-income families, they're all pretty much being raised by one person, which is the mother, pretty much in some instances. Now, there are instances where it's just a father, but it goes hand in hand, where that one person is working a lot, and the children are pretty much fending for themselves. And when it comes down to their mother or father who's taking care of the children, when they come home from a long days of work, they're really tired. You know, they really don't want to indulge in helping the kids with their homework. In some instances they do. I'm not saying they all don't do it, but in certain instances they don't. And that's what the field house was there for, where you can do a lot of things that you want to do, but they made sure that you did what you needed to do first, which was your homework. As soon as you walked in, you had to give the lady of the field house or the guy who was operating the field house your homework, and y'all sat down. They explained everything to you. They showed you how to do it. And those people that was conducting those field houses had a mass majority of respect from the children around the neighborhood, because they knew where to go when they was in trouble. And in today's society, I'm not sure if a lot of the field houses are still doing it, but I know the ones I used to go to, it's not. It looked deserted. No one's there. I don't know if it's funding wise or just don't know. And it's to the point where a lot of the children are not really going to the field houses no more. It's like they're staying at home, just like I said earlier, watching BET, watching Celebrity Housewives and all other junk that don't mean anything to them. And it's to the point where it's just the youth are giving up. It's just that's exactly what it seems to me, in my opinion, that they got that I don't care mentality, which is not good. And just like I said throughout the course of this recap of my last topic, if we could get the fathers to really step up and get into the children's lives and do what a father is supposed to do, which is be that positive role model for the children, so the children won't have to go elsewhere so they can look up to the wrong people. And if we can get that, you know, I can see a little signs of life towards the youth of the future. But if not, we really need to get these field houses up and running, and we have to figure out who can we talk to over these particular park districts where we can try to get, you know, the mentors of those field houses back, because it made a powerful impact in my life as I was growing up, and I know it can make a powerful impact in other children's lives just like it did for me. But if we can't, you know, get those field houses up and running, we just need somebody out the kindness of their heart, you know, to donate or, you know, start something for the underprivileged children in a low-income area. Or it's like, now I'm getting deeply attached to this particular topic because I grew up myself with just my mother raising a family of 5, where I didn't have that positive role model in my life. But just like I said, I found positive reinforcements throughout the duration of me growing up. Whether it was at field house or whether it was at one teacher that impacted my life, that showed me that there's more to gain by getting an education or exploring your talents. And I'm tired of seeing kids walking around in groups of 10 and 15 deep, standing on the corner, doing nothing. And when there's nothing to do, that's where trouble comes. And it's to the point where you shouldn't have to walk down the street and see 10 or 15 African American children or young adults and be afraid to walk down your block or walk to where you need to get to in fear. Because that's what children and young adults in the African American community do, which is not so good things. And anybody who watches this knows exactly what I'm talking about, so I'm not going to go real deep into it, because it's going to make me feel more attached to this situation. And my emotions, the way I feel right now about seeing our youth the way it is now, is gonna bore me down to a point where I'm just keep going on and on and on, and I'm not really gonna do all that. So this was my recap for this edition of this topic. We'll be hopefully I could get a lot of people to respond to my recap, just like I got them to respond to the second one. If you haven't seen any of my webcasts, like I said earlier, you can go to my Twitter page, check it out, or you can go to my Facebook page and check it out.